Welcome back to the Gold IRA Blueprint podcast.
Uh,
We're diving deep into gold IRAs today,
yeah,
something that might be new to a lot of you out there. So
absolutely.
we're really going to explore how a gold IRA can fit into your retirement plan
Right?
and offer some benefits you might not have thought about.
Yeah, like,
Protecting your savings
uh-huh.
from, those crazy market swings,
Definitely.
and even think about your legacy
Mm-hmm.
and how a gold IRA can become a part of that.
Yeah. It's
We actually have a free checklist at goldirablueprint.com/exclusive
oh, very
to
cool.
help you pick the right company.
Oh, that's great.
So if you decide to go that route,
Yeah.
but let's start with the basics.
Okay.
What exactly is a gold IRA?
Okay.
I know it involves gold.
Well, think of it like this. It's like
Okay.
your traditional IRA
Uh-huh.
where you have, stocks and bonds.
Okay.
But instead of those paper assets,
Right.
you're holding actual physical gold. Yeah. And maybe even other precious metals
Really?
like silver,
Uh,
platinum, or even palladium.
So it's like a secure vault of
Yeah.
precious metals as
Exactly.
part of your retirement savings.
That's the idea.
Okay, I can see how that could be appealing,
Yeah, especially.
especially if you want something
Right.
more than just numbers on a screen.
More tangible, exactly.
But why gold specifically?
Well,
Why is that considered
sure.
a safe haven?
Well, gold has this long history
Yeah.
as a store of value,
Uh-huh.
and for retirees specifically,
Okay.
it can be a hedge against inflation.
Oh, okay.
So as things get more expensive,
Right.
gold often keeps its value
I see.
or even goes up.
So it protects your savings
Exactly.
from inflation.
Which is a big worry for retirees.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So it's like having a safety net for those.
it is. It is like that.
Rising costs like groceries and healthcare,
Exactly.
which, are super important to retirement.
Sure.
But what about diversification?
Good question.
How does gold
Yeah.
fit into a portfolio that already has stocks
Yeah.
and bonds?
Oh, well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Gold doesn't usually move the same way as the stock market.
Oh, interesting.
So when stocks are down,
Okay.
gold might be up
Ah,
and vice versa.
I see.
So it can kind of balance out your portfolio
Gotcha.
and make those market swings a little less scary,
That makes sense.
especially as you get closer to retirement.
Especially then.
Yeah.
Speaking of market swings,
Mm-hmm.
one of the case studies we looked at
Yeah.
involved a guy named John,
Okay.
and his retirement savings took a hit
Oh, no.
when the market dipped.
Yeah, that's tough.
And he was understandably worried
Of course.
about his financial future.
Anyone would be.
So he decided to diversify a bit
Okay.
and put some of his savings into a gold IRA.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
Yeah, and it's not uncommon for people to look for those more stable options
Not at all.
as they get closer to retirement.
Especially as you get closer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because seeing your savings go up and down like that
Yeah, that's nerve-wracking.
can be really stressful.
For sure.
And in John's case,
Yeah.
as gold prices started rising,
Mm-hmm.
he felt a lot more secure,
Yeah.
knowing that he had that tangible asset
Right.
backing up his retirement plan.
Yeah. That peace of mind is important.
And it gave him a sense of control over his financial future,
Absolutely.
which is something we all want, right?
We do. We do.
But I've heard some people say gold IRAs are risky
Oh, yeah.
or hard to manage.
That's a common one.
What's the reality there?
Well, honestly,
Yeah.
those are just misconceptions.
Okay.
If you set up a gold IRA correctly
Uh-huh.
with a good provider,
Yeah.
it can be just as secure as a traditional IRA.
Interesting.
It can actually be an extra layer of protection
Oh, wow.
against, economic uncertainty and those market swings.
Right, because those things can really hurt your retirement savings.
Exactly.
So it's not about taking unnecessary risks.
It's not, no.
It's about making smart choices
Right.
to make your retirement plan more resilient.
That's the key.
So it's not about putting all your money in gold,
No, not at all.
but incorporating it strategically
Right.
as part of a diversified approach.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Good. Good.
But I can imagine navigating the world of gold IRAs
Yeah.
feeling pretty overwhelming,
It can be.
especially if you're just starting out.
Definitely.
There's so much to think about.
Yeah.
Choosing the right custodian,
Right.
understanding the different types of gold and precious metals, making sure it's stored safely.
All important stuff.
And that's where that free checklist comes in
Oh, yeah. That's a great resource.
at goldirablueprint.com/exclusive
Definitely check that out.
to guide you through those first steps
Mm-hmm.
and help you avoid some common pitfalls.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about some of those myths surrounding gold IRAs. I'm curious, what are some of the most common misconceptions you've heard?
Oh, let me tell you.
And how do they stack up against reality?
Okay, so a lot of people think managing a gold IRA is like super complicated.
Huh?
They think you got to buy gold bars and like hide them under your mattress.
Oh, wow.
Thankfully, it's not like that at all.
Oh, good.
With a gold IRA,
Yeah.
you work with a custodian
Okay.
and they handle all that stuff.
So they take care of the buying and storage?
They handle the buying, the storage,
Wow.
all the paperwork, basically.
So it's really not as hard as it sounds?
Way easier than people think.
So it's kind of like working with a regular IRA custodian,
Yeah,
just with a different type of asset.
exactly.
What about the idea that gold IRAs are only about gold?
Oh, that's another myth.
Okay.
While gold is usually the main thing,
Right.
you can actually include other precious metals too,
Really?
like silver, platinum, palladium.
So it's like building a diversified precious metals portfolio
Yeah, kind of like that.
for your retirement.
Exactly.
I like that.
But let's talk about risk.
Okay.
Some people think gold IRAs are super risky.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
It's important to understand that all investments have some risk.
That's true.
But with gold IRAs,
Yeah.
the perceived risk often comes from not really understanding them.
So it's a knowledge gap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Gold has always been seen as a safe haven asset.
Uh-huh.
During tough times,
Right.
gold usually holds its value,
Yeah.
or it might even go up.
Interesting.
So it can actually make your retirement portfolio less risky overall.
So it's not about avoiding risk completely.
No, not at all.
It's about understanding how different investments
Right.
react to different economic conditions
Exactly.
and finding that balance
Yeah, finding the right mix
that works for you.
that matches your goals and your risk tolerance.
And that's where doing your homework is so important.
Absolutely.
Really researching and choosing a reputable gold IRA provider,
You got to be careful out there.
because there are some bad actors out there.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately.
It's like trying to find real gold
It is.
in a sea of fool's gold.
That's a great way to put it.
So how can people protect themselves?
Okay, so first,
Yeah.
watch out for red flags.
Like what?
Like if a company pressures you to make a decision really fast
Okay.
without giving you time to research,
Uh-huh.
that's a huge warning sign.
So it's like they're trying to rush you
Yeah. They don't want you to think too hard.
before you have all the info.
Exactly.
Okay. What else?
Also, be careful of companies that make promises that sound too good to be true.
Like guaranteed returns.
Exactly.
That's good advice for any investment,
It's a universal rule.
not just gold IRAs.
You want a provider that's honest and upfront,
Right.
especially about fees.
Yeah. Transparency is key.
And they should be willing to answer your questions.
They should be happy to talk to you.
No question is a bad question.
Okay. And ideally, they'd have a good track record
Yeah, a history of happy customers.
and good reviews from other investors. That's always a good sign.
So really do your research.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Don't be afraid to ask for references
Okay.
and check them out with the Better Business Bureau.
To see if anyone's filed complaints.
Exactly. You want to be thorough,
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
especially when it comes to your retirement savings.
Right.
Now, let's switch gears a bit.
Okay.
We haven't talked much about the legacy aspect of gold IRAs.
Yeah, how can a gold IRA benefit your heirs?
Well, that's a great point.
It's something people don't always think about,
Not until later in life, usually.
but it's really important.
It is.
So how does it work?
Well,
Yeah.
with a gold IRA, you can choose beneficiaries,
Okay.
just like with a regular IRA.
So these are the people who will inherit it
Yeah, exactly.
when you're gone. It's not like buried treasure.
Right. No lost gold mines.
Exactly. You have control over where it goes.
And because gold is tangible
Right.
and has held its value over time,
Historically.
it can provide a sense of security for your heirs.
Absolutely.
It's like passing down a piece of history,
I like that.
a symbol of lasting wealth,
Yeah.
rather than just a stock certificate that could go up or down.
Which can be so unpredictable.
Yeah, for sure.
Gold is more stable.
A solid foundation for your legacy.
Exactly.
But how do you make sure that transition goes smoothly?
Great question.
Are there any legal or logistical steps?
Yeah, there are a few things.
Okay.
It's not as easy as just naming beneficiaries.
Right.
You need to make sure your estate plan is up to date,
Okay.
that your will is clear about your wishes for the gold IRA,
Uh-huh.
and you should definitely talk to an estate planning attorney.
So they can help with any tax stuff or legal hurdles.
Exact.
So professional guidance is key.
It's essential.
We looked at a case study about a couple,
Oh, yeah.
Susan and Peter.
Okay.
They actually used a gold IRA as part of their estate plan.
Interesting.
They wanted to make sure their kids and grandkids would benefit from their wealth.
Makes
And they wanted to protect those assets from the market
smart thinking.
and from potential economic problems.
Yeah, they were looking long term.
They wanted to leave a real legacy.
That's a common goal,
for their family.
especially for people who've worked hard to build their wealth.
Yeah, they want to see it passed down
They want to take care of their loved ones.
and provide security for future generations.
Exactly.
And Susan and Peter did things the right way.
Good for them.
They worked with an estate planner.
Smart move.
They set up a trust,
Uh-huh.
named their kids as beneficiaries,
Okay.
made sure everything was legal and sound.
That's the key.
Having the right assets is great,
Yeah.
but you also need the right legal structure
Right. You got to make sure your wishes are followed.
to make sure everything happens the way you want it to.
Exactly.
So for anyone listening
Yeah.
who's thinking about their own legacy,
Uh-huh.
what are some actionable steps they can take?
Okay, so first things first.
Yeah.
Talk to an estate planning attorney. They can help you put together a plan that includes all your assets,
Including the gold IRA.
especially the gold IRA.
Okay.
They can walk you through naming beneficiaries,
Right.
setting up a trust if you need one, and minimizing any potential taxes.
So basically get expert advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tailored to your situation.
That's always a good idea.
What else? Don't wait.
Don't wait to start planning.
The sooner the better.
Yeah, get that peace of mind
Knowing everything's taken care of.
and that your loved ones will be protected.
That's the goal.
You know, that peace of mind,
Yeah.
that's a huge benefit of gold IRAs.
It is.
Not just the financial security,
Right.
but that emotional security
Knowing you've done everything you can.
of knowing you've protected your wealth
Exactly.
and provided for your family.
It's about having control
Yeah,
over your future
knowing you're not just at the mercy of the market.
or the economy,
And that peace of mind is priceless.
especially in retirement.
Yeah, you can just relax and enjoy.
Spend time with your family.
Yeah. Focus on the things you love.
Travel. Pursue your hobbies.
Exactly.
It's about living your best life
Knowing you've built a solid foundation.
for yourself and your family.
And don't forget,
Oh, yeah.
if you're thinking about a gold IRA, make sure to visit goldirablueprint.com/exclusive.
For that free checklist.
It's full of great tips.
Yeah, it'll help you choose the right provider.
And make informed decisions.
Because securing your future is
Yeah.
a marathon, not a sprint.
It takes time and planning.
And the right team.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into gold IRAs,
Yeah.
what's the one key message you want our listeners to take away?
Yeah, it really is all about that peace of mind, isn't it?
It is.
Knowing that you've taken those steps
Mm-hmm.
to protect yourself and your family.
Absolutely. And it becomes even more important
Right.
as we think about retirement and legacy.
It's like building a strong foundation.
Yeah.
One that can weather any storm.
Like that, a financial fortress that can protect you and your loved ones
Exactly.
for years to come.
That's the goal.
And it reminds us of what we've talked about a lot today.
What's that?
Diversification.
Oh, yeah, that's crucial.
You can't emphasize that enough.
Right.
A gold IRA
Mm-hmm.
should be part of a well-diversified retirement portfolio.
It's not about putting all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
No matter what that basket is.
Exactly.
Stocks, bonds, real estate,
Even gold.
even gold, yeah.
You need a mix of assets
All right, a variety.
to help you navigate the ups and downs
You know the market's going to fluctuate.
of the market.
That's just how it works.
So adding gold isn't about abandoning other investments.
No, not at all.
It's about finding that balance
Right.
that works for you
Know your specific needs.
and your risk tolerance.
Tell our individual
It's
circumstances.
about adding another layer of protection and
Exactly.
stability to your overall plan.
And that's where a financial advisor can be so helpful.
Well, absolutely.
They can look at your whole financial picture,
Right.
take your goals into account,
Your risk tolerance, too.
and help you create a plan that makes sense for you.
A plan that incorporates different assets.
Yeah, including precious metals.
So it's about having that expert guidance
It really is.
to help you make informed decisions,
Not emotional ones.
not based on fear or hype.
Right, you want to be strategic.
Make choices that align with your long-term vision.
For yourself and your family.
And that all comes back to doing your research.
Ways.
Choosing a gold IRA provider you can trust.
That's key.
And that's where that free checklist comes in.
Oh, yeah, that's a great resource.
At goldirablueprint.com/exclusive.
Definitely check it out.
It's packed with tips and questions to ask
Uh-huh.
to make sure you're making the best choice
Don't rush into anything.
for your situation.
Take your time. Do your research.
Securing your financial future is a journey.
It's not a sprint.
It takes planning and careful decision-making.
And the right partners.
As we wrap up this deep dive, what's
Yeah.
the one thing you want our listeners to remember?
I would say explore your options.
Okay.
Don't underestimate the power of diversification.
Diversification is key.
A gold IRA can be a great addition
Uh-huh.
to a well-rounded retirement plan.
Okay.
It can give you that stability and security
That peace of mind.
that lets you really enjoy your golden years.
And leave a lasting legacy.
For your family.
That's a great point to end on.
It's about taking control.
Yeah, taking control of your future,
Making smart choices.
making informed decisions.
Building a plan that gives you confidence.
That lets you enjoy retirement.
Knowing you've protected what you've worked for.
Thank you for joining us today.
It was a pleasure being here.
We hope you found this deep dive insightful.
And empowering.
And remember, your golden years are meant to be enjoyed.
Absolutely.
Take those steps today.
To create a brighter tomorrow.
For yourself and your loved ones.
That's what it's all about.
Until next time, happy